Head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the composition of the 2022 roster for the Browns.
Hi, this is Ken from Snellville, Georgia. With all of the players the Browns have on the startup squad right now, what do you think will be the number of players per position when we roll into the active season? Thank you.
All right, Tim. So I guess the question is, where do you think they keep extra positions? What position group is really deep that you think they could, slide away from and keep an extra guy or two there?
I think, the position, if we know what, Joe Woods and the Browns have been looking for and trying to build their defense around, it's the ability to cover. So I would imagine, corner would be a position where, an extra body or two wouldn't be a bad way to go. I mean, they told us, with the selection of Martin Emerson as their first pick of the draft, that even though they have Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, Greedy Williams, to a lesser extent A.J. Green, that there's no such thing as too many corners, even after trading Troy Hill. I mean, those are five guys that have the ability to play. Obviously we still got to see Martin Emerson, how he does. But what I think is clear in the AFC is this is a league full of tremendous quarterbacks the Browns are going to face, especially in their own division, where you got to play 2 games against Joe Burrow. You got to play 2 games against Lamar Jackson. You got to be able to cover this. Some really good receivers, really good quarterbacks, like I said. And you have to be able to counter that with guys who can cover. And that's certainly the model I think the Browns have tried to go for under Andrew Berry. I mean, obviously, drafting Greg Newsome in 2021 went a long way towards that. With Greedy Williams being in the last year of his rookie deal, it makes sense obviously why they went and drafted Martin Emerson. But, they're testing the idea that you can't have too many corners and you basically got to have them. If you're going to control anybody's pass game, you have to be able to have guys who can cover, and you have to have a bunch of those guys, and you have to have guys who are ready to go in case guys get hurt or guys need a break or somewhere in the game because of just how fast everything's going to go. So that's the position I look for a lot of guys sticking around.
The other thing I would say is to answer the caller's question, the 51st, 52nd, 53rd guy are going to be guys they see as guys that can ascend into playing a position or being part of a rotational thing, but can contribute immediately on special teams. So in other words, a guy that can run down and cover kicks or punts, if he can play, if he's a running back, if it's forward and a running back, he's going to win out over a guy that's specifically position specific. Back end of the roster, special teams guys that make an impact on the game that way. That's something to keep an eye out for.